Good morning, traders. So how do we trade the Dow Jones this morning? So I think the first thing that I want to point out is this weekly trend line that I've been talking about for quite some time, which is this 25,540 level, has finally broken, and we've got a weekly close above it. So this is, to me, a very strong, let's not say very strong, but the trend is up, although there's been a lot of indecision the last 4 weeks, sort of a lot of up and down. But this weekly close above this level is fairly significant in my eyes. Let's just get down to levels that we can trade today. So I think first things first, I just want to get down to 12 minutes. So let's just have a look at what happened on Friday. So Friday we did get this, just block it out here. We did get this signal bar here, which was a signal for a long. Okay, and it did move up, but it was fairly short-lived. And I think the key to something like this, as you can see, we had a double top and pretty much on a level, and we broke below. And we retested, and then we retested again. So, this pattern that you see here, where you've got green indecision, that would have meant you needed to move your stop up if you were long here, because there was a potential that this was just a second retest of this breakout. So you can see where the breakout is. This level here, the bottom of these bars, is the breakout level, because there was support, then we broke below it, resistance, and resistance again. It's almost another double top. So that's a double top. This is almost another double top here. Simple way of looking at it. But anyway, so it just goes to show you there was a fairly strong long signal, and that basically was negated when we failed to break this fractional level. Okay, so if you were long here, you would have needed to switch direction and trade to the downside, and you had this target here, sort of this pin bar that you see here. This tail would have been the first target, and then, as I said on Friday, I'd be looking for something in this area for a long entry, which would have been ideal, and we pretty much got it bang on. Okay, so and if we just have a look at the trade to the upside, this was fairly significant as well, because you had a sort of a pin bar but an inside bar. You had an engulfing bar here, a bit of indecision, and then you had another engulfing bar here with the moving average crossover. So this was sort of consolidation at the weekly level, which was the important factor, and then we moved the upside. And now price action, one strong move up, a retracement, bounce off the 26 moving average, and a second move to the upside. Okay, so pretty straightforward price action trade that was available on Friday. I think this one here was probably the more complex of the trade, but I think the other thing that I just want to point out is you had a level up here where we turned the first time. So you see the top here, and if I come to 12 minutes, you'll see how we bounced off that level right here. Okay, so something else to point out here, you can see how we're moving nice and decent sized candles to the upside, but then all of a sudden we have this massive candle that sort of stretches for a major level, and then immediately the seller step off. So this was an exhaustion bar, which would have given you indication that there was a retracement coming, and this is the retracement. Okay, so what are we looking for today? I just want to clean all the noise. So today's quite simple. My bias is to the upside. I am expecting more upside, but the big question is whether we are going to do it from the levels that we're at now, or are we going to come back? Just put this level back in. Are we going to come back to this weekly level and test that? So that's kind of what I'm looking at. So, the question is, are we going to fall all the way back down here? It is possible. 156 points. It is very much possible, but there is also a gap here. You can see this little gap. Let's put a line in here. So we have a gap here at 25,600, 25,607. So that would also be another area, a very interesting area. But anyway, what I'm going to do is we're just going to get to the 30 minutes and let's just look at this intelligently. So this was a breakout level. Okay, so if you remember, it's a previous high here. So what we're looking for is a break above that zone. So there is your zone. Okay, we're looking for a break above it and a hold above it, which will give us the confidence that we are moving to the upside. So I'm definitely looking for a long, and the big question is, where am I going to take that long from? So probably a similar story to Friday. Let's have a look for, wait and see what happens with the European Open. If we do get above the high of Friday, then you can pretty much expect it to continue. And there is another significant level that I am waiting for, and that is this 25,800 area. Okay, so there's quite a bit of interaction to the upside. So 26,063 or 2600 as well is definitely another area that we should be targeting. Okay, so that is kind of my view of this at the moment. Is we are busy consolidating. We've had a strong move up. We're consolidating, and the big question is, which way are we going to break? And what you can do is essentially just focus on these fractional levels. Okay, a break above this fractional level is going to indicate that we have some upside. Break below this fractional level, move it there, that's going to indicate that we have some downside. Any downside is not going to fall to the floor. It's more than likely going to find support somewhere and then continue on its merry way. Okay, so this is the first level. If we do break below this level, then I'm looking at here. Okay, so summarize. So we're looking for 25,666 to hold. If that doesn't hold, then the next level I'm looking to hold will be 25,620 or 25,600, somewhere around there. If that level does hold, then there's definitely an area for long. Okay, so everything's about price action at the moment. You need to wait and see what happens. This is consolidation, so there's no real clear direction here. Okay, so wait for the European Open for me, and I'm looking for a long entry. So whereas the DAX, I'm kind of in two minds as to what's going to happen. I think with the Dow, I'm pretty bullish, and I'm really just looking for an area that has a decent risk to reward. Okay, so some bullish price action somewhere down here at 25,600 would be a great entry, because that leaves me with a 50 point stop loss. Okay, whether we're going to get that or not is another story, because right now this is looking like a flat top triangle consolidation pattern, which means a break to the upside. Okay, so that's my view on this at the moment. Definitely looking for longs, but I will pay special attention to the fractional levels. Okay, so when we start looking at a break above the fractional levels, then that's something to look for. And I think the last thing is, what you can do is just apply a Bollinger to your price and wait for the Bollinger breakout. In other words, when you see the Bollinger Bands pointing up and down, and we're either above or below the 20 moving average. Okay, so below the 20 moving average and we start pointing down, you can expect some downside. Above the 20 moving average and the bands start opening up, price starts heading up, you're looking for an upside. But again, it boils down to these fractional levels. Okay, so I'm looking for a break, well, pretty much break above this area here, 25,700, or a break below be conservative. This support area here of 25,665. Okay, that's kind of the zone that we're in at the moment. So you need to wait and see what happens with price break either side. But as I say, apply a Bollinger and then just watch this Bollinger. You'll see the Bollinger will start opening up. As soon as it starts opening up, you know the move's about to happen, and the only question is which way is it going to go. Then you're looking for a break of the fractional levels. Anyway, guys, so that's my take. I'm fairly bullish on the Dow, and we'll have to wait and see the European Open what happens. But because I'm not really I don't want to jump in right now. There's nothing here, but we shall wait and see. Either a break, or if I see a pullback and then we start building a base. In other words, we start consolidating like this area here, and we start looking at some bullish signals. So you can see here 1, 2, 3 bullish signals at this area for a move to the upside. Anyway, guys, that's my view on the Dow. Definitely looking for longs, and the only question is where do we get in. So hope it helps. Stay safe, enjoy your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Cheers.